All right, I'm here at the Urban Axis IndyCon 2, Decatur, Georgia. I have Adam here. He's one of the organizers. Tell us a little bit about yourself and also how y'all came up with the idea for this.
All right, well, my name's Adam McCullar. I also go by Image. I'm a rap artist, writer. I'm part of Urban Axis Comics. About a year ago, I printed my first comic book, and I started going to conventions. And when I was going to conventions, I was just kind of looking around and seeing what different conventions was doing, and I was thinking of ways of creating a convention where we could give more to the vendors. So I wanted to create so I linked up with Urban Inc., which is another comic book company here in Atlanta, Georgia, and together we put Urban Access together, for something that cater to the vendors a little bit more. A lot of what we wanted to do, or what we did last year, we weren't able to do this year. So last year we had food and stuff for vendors, free food and stuff for vendors. We wanted to do that again this year, but because of the theater setup, we weren't able to, put that together this year.
Okay, what are some other things that have you've changed up since since doing the first one? What are some of the things you learned from the first one that's made this one a little bit better?
I guess the importance of the lectures and panels, during the convention. So we try to be a little bit more organized with the lectures and panels this year.
Okay, so you say you're a writer too. What are some of the things that you've written so far?
Right now I have my first comic book published. It's called 1001. It's the opening comic book for our superhero universe. Okay. And right now I'm wrapping up a novel. It's an urban graphic novel about zombies and teenagers, surviving through the zombie apocalypse.
All right. So what inspired? What is one of the main things that inspires you to create? Because I know it's not the easiest thing to come up with an idea and then see it all the way to the end. So what keeps your juices flowing and keeps you going?
I think that's what it is, the end result, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Putting all the hard work and then finally getting that product at the end of it. That keeps me going, and I love writing and, creating stories and alternate, universes and reality. So.
All right. Got another question for you. In terms of being a rapper also, how does your lyricism play into some of the things that you write for publication?
Well, for everything I do, I like to, put a little bit of education in there. So a lot of my music is conscious. It's a little aggressive, a little more aggressive than most conscious music. But, it's just inform and entertain at the same time. So I put those elements within my writings and my music.
All right, so are we going to get a third convention next year?
We're going to get a third convention. So we got some new ideas that we're going to implement throughout the year. Some free opportunities for vendors this year, and maybe for a few others that I know. And we'll be hitting people up with that. So.
All right, so where can people get in contact with you? They're trying to find you.
They can get in contact with me at the Urban Axis IndyCon site, the Urban Axis IndyCon Facebook page, the Infinite Axis Facebook page. My personal Facebook page, Image of MC, or my music page, Image 7 He God.
Okay, what's give me a .com so everybody can go to.
.com, www.urbanaccessindycon.com. Urban Axis AXIS INDY CON CON.
All right, thank you for your time, man.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, so we're here at the Urban Axis IndyCon 2. What's your name, sir, and what do you do?
My name is Nicholas Hu. Yes, my last name is Hu, a black man with a Chinese last name.
Wow.
Yes. Basically, I am the creator of Daydreamer. So Daydreamer is basically about a kid named Animus who basically discovers that Mother Nature is not one person or one being, that is basically a multiple of beings that you see here. So what we're basically doing right now is selling the posters and about to unveil issue 0 probably within the next month or so. Lord willing, have issue 1 done by the fall.
Okay. Where did you get the inspiration to come up with this series?
Inspiration most of the times comes from experience. We how art imitates life and life imitates art. Definitely. It basically came from experience, and I've always loved the art form of graphic novels and comics, and I always like to write stories. I can't draw my life dependent on it, so that's why I guess I kind of limit to myself to just doing some writing. Okay. So I finally found someone that I would be comfortable with in do some drawings, and I decided, hey, I wanted to develop a character, and then one thing came to another, and then he basically did some sketches, and this actually birthed about 8 to 10 years ago.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where the inspiration came from experience. Of course, you know, he's a young black kid. You know, I used to be a young black boy and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Who have been some of your influences in terms of producers of graphic novels?
Producers of graphic novels.
Like which graphic novels do you like that kind of inspire you?
I was a huge, and I still am huge Joe Madura fan.
Okay.
Of course, when he came up with the Battle Chasers, when he was doing X-Men and things of that nature. I also am a huge fan of Scooty Young.
Okay.
He did some X-Men stuff. He did some New Warriors stuff. But I'm more of a fan of literary authors. I'm a huge Shakespeare fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, most of my inspiration actually comes from Shakespeare. Yeah, we kind of say Shakespeare does a lot of tragic stuff, but I think it's more an essence of Shakespeare knows how to talk about people's inner characters and their inner demons.
Right.
And trying to basically, the decisions that we make has an effect on what we do in our lives. So I'm more of a huge novel writer, Shakespeare. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I gotta ask you this. It's kind of like a random question. How do you have the last name Fu?
So I am half Jamaican, half Chinese.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Believe it or not, Chinese-Jamaican culture is a very huge culture. Actually, it should be the number 2 culture compared to Jamaican and British. Of course, with the British, taking over Jamaica.
Yeah.
So my father is Jamaican Chinese. He had more of a Chinese face, and then my mother was full Jamaican.
Wow. Okay.
I do not speak Chinese,
Right.
and as you can hear, my Jamaican accent is pretty much gone.
Right.
I lived in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
New York will do that to you.
Yes, it will.
It will do that
yes,
to you.
Yes, it
Yeah.
will. So, yes, that's how I got the name.
Okay. Getting back to literature. What do you do to overcome creative blockages? Like when you get into like a slump creatively, what are some of the things that help you get over the hump?
One of the things I do is, I think when you have a creative block, I think to me, it's always your mind is at a pressure point where it just basically needs to release. So what I generally do is that I try to do a lot of physical activity.
Okay.
I play basketball a lot, so I play basketball, lift weights. And believe it or not, I try to overexert myself, because when I overexert myself, that's when your mind kind of just
calms down and
down.
get in tune with it. Okay.
And believe it or not, I take showers.
You know what? Somebody else said that. Yeah.
What I think happens is that, especially with showers, when the water hits your face, it's like the water's kind of just giving your face a massage and giving your brain a massage.
Right.
And it basically kind of just releases things that, I don't know, that's where I release more of my creative block, and that's where I actually find more of my creative inspiration in the shower. So I generally take cold showers, and I will basically put my head under the shower for about 2-3 minutes just to have my brain. You know how women, they say they go to the spa and try to relax? That's more my mental spa.
That's your relaxation technique, huh?
Yeah, that's my mental spa.
Okay, all right.
I need to kind of stop with basketball a little bit because I'm starting to get injuries more with my advanced age.
Yeah.
But that's how I get my creative blocks.
Okay. If people want to get in contact with you and find out more about this upcoming series, how would they do so?
So you can go on the website daydreamercomic.com, and then follow Animus himself on Instagram at the Daydreamer. That's DADreamerdude.com.
Okay. Once again, man, thank you for your time. Really do appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you so much.
All right.